Hello, Dr. Jenn, the Intuitive Phoenix here to answer your questions, to get the healing happening. We are our most powerful healers. We have this innate ability within ourselves to heal. We see this we see this regularly, whether it's we cut ourselves and our body heals it, or we are exposed to something that's toxic, our body will respond to take care of ourselves. We have these abilities already to heal within ourselves, and we can enhance and develop that healing ability. And it's part of what we're here to do today. If you've got questions about your health, your well-being overall, or you have a specific question about something that's happening in your life, in your business, with a relationship, or steps that you're taking, maybe you're not getting the results that you were expecting, this is the place to ask those questions and receive some insight. If you are joining for the first time, say hello, let me know that you're here. I can't see everybody that joins if we are not already connected, if we're not already friends on Facebook. I won't be able to see you, so let me know that you're here. And if you've got a question or you've got a comment, feel free to post those below, and I will respond to them in the order that they come in. So the sooner you join one of these sessions and get your question up, the sooner you get that answer or that information. And it's a Friday afternoon. I'm happy that it's Friday. I'm happy that, the sun's out. We had some rain earlier. And yes, I'm talking about the weather. Why? Because I'm waiting for people to join me on this live psychic healing session. So if you are here, say hello. So I know you're here. I can't always see everyone as they're coming up, especially if I'm in the middle of offering information or insight or doing some healing or clearing with somebody. I can't always keep up with how quickly sometimes people are coming on and off. So say hello, ask your questions, share your comments, and let me see. Are there any questions that are off limits? No, there aren't. And I don't need a whole lot of story. I don't need a lot of details, because that will just get in the way. And I see, Debbie is joining. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. It's good to see you. And Debbie has joined some of the other lives, so she knows the routine, jumping in and saying hello. Of course, Debbie, if you've got questions or comments, feel free to post those below. And as I was saying, you don't need to share a lot of details about what might be going on, because those tend to be stories that our mind creates that in a lot of ways is what's keeping us where we've been. It's what keeps us in our same patterns. It keeps us repeating those patterns on a regular basis. And our mind, our nervous system becomes more efficient every single time we do something. It's one of the reasons that we have that phrase, practice makes perfect. Now, we may not get to perfection because everybody's idea of perfection is different, but typically with practice, we are going to improve. And that's because our nervous system, the information, the pattern, the pathway becomes more efficient. And in some cases, so efficient that it's happening faster than what we think, which can be really great with some activities that we engage in our life. And in other cases, it can be why we find it hard or a challenge, or we can't seem to make changes and then sustain them. And it's because that pathway has become so efficient. So part of the work that we do here today is, well, that we can do here today and that I do with people in my client sessions is to help discover ways that we can develop new patterns and help those patterns to become more efficient, to replace the old outdated patterns with new patterns to support what we're actually wanting to create today. I hope that makes sense. If, of course, it didn't, ask your questions. Ask your questions. Now, you'll see up in the comments that there are services that I offer. Yes, I do these pop-up healing sessions, which can be great. I've had people join and get clarification on, a quick question or a quick topic. And while those can be beneficial for me too, when we have some quick feedback, the sustainability piece is what I have found challenging in the past, that I can make a change or learn something new today, and I might be able to keep it up for a couple of days, and then it starts to fall away. Life comes in, life happens, and we find ourselves almost right back where we started. So there are a number of ways that I work with people. I have group healing sessions that I offer every single month, both locally here in Asheville and virtually through the computer. I do it through Zoom, so I can see people, they can see me, and I offer that each month. And then I have a group healing and mentoring program. People will determine what results they're wanting, what they're wanting to create in their life, what they're wanting to manifest. And then that's what we work on over the course of 6 months. And in those group healing programs, we have group calls and we have some one-to-one calls. And you get to know other people who are on the same path with you as well. And that can be really beneficial to support us when we can help each other out, obviously. And then I also do private sessions, and I can do a set number of sessions. I just did recently psychic surgery with someone, and that involved essentially 3 sessions. Again, some very set results that we were looking to have happen, some very clear things that we were looking to address. And we did that over the course of a month with 3 sessions. And then I have some people that I'm working with for a period of 6 months. It's basically taking that group healing program and stepping it up, because we are working together every single week to get results. And I also have an intuitive confidence course that I am filling right now. And that course is a 6-week course. I share with people how I but basically what I learned in my journey of accessing my intuition, being able to tap into it, to ask questions from moment to moment and trust that information, and how I have continued to develop it until now. It includes not just intuition, but psychic guidance and channeling. So for those who are wanting to develop their intuition, develop their self-confidence within themselves, I also have a live course that I share with people how to do that. And we do that over the course of 6 weeks, because I find that is a foundation to everything that I do. I know it has been a game changer in my life. And right now, because this is the first time that I'm offering this course, one, I'm going to do it live for the people who join me this time, and they get 50% off the cost of that course. So I'm sharing all of this because at this point, I don't have anybody who has asked questions or shared comments. So again, if you're joining me, whether it's while I'm live or you're watching this video at another time, feel free to ask your questions, share your comments, and if you want to know more about anything that I'm currently offering or my live course, of course, post those questions or send me that information. And I know some of the people that I've been connecting to here, and it's been really great connecting with new people here. So if you have friends, you have family members, colleagues that you think would benefit from what I have to offer here, whether it's in these pop-up lives or in some of the other work that I do, please feel free to share that information, invite them along. Because the more that we do to take care of ourselves and to take care of each other, the better that we all do. Debbie says she's looking forward to this course. Okay, I will send you information, Debbie, so that way, yeah, you have the details. And if you're wanting to sign up, you can do that and get in on that 50% off savings. So I will absolutely send that to you when I am done this live. What else? Well, let me see, it's Friday afternoon, so let me see if there's anything coming through. Since I don't have anyone who's asking specific questions or wanting to know other information at this time, let me see if there's something coming through that I can do either on a community or global level. Okay, I'm getting yes. Is it a particular topic? Yes. Okay, we're going to go back to something I started off this live with, and that being we are our most powerful healers. Now, I don't know what everybody else's experiences have been, but I know my experience with health and healing has been if I'm not feeling well or I am experiencing pain or discomfort of some kind, I was raised that if it was bad enough, you went to go see the doctor. And you told the doctor what was going on, and the doctor would give you a recommendation. Sometimes he'd write a prescription, depending on how serious it was, maybe multiple prescriptions, or send you a specialist, or recommend surgery. And for those who are getting to know me for the first time, just getting to know me, I had migraine headaches every day for over a year. And I went to lots of different doctors and lots of different specialists and had all kinds of tests done, and nobody could find out what was going on. All the tests were normal. They came back negative. And so at that point, I was being recommended to take prescription medications. And on some of my worst days, I would take some of that prescription medication. And what I found, though, is that it only provided a bit of relief. And with that decrease in pain that I might experience, one, it might take it from a 10 plus to an 8. But then not only did I still have pain, I felt foggy and I felt out of it. I didn't feel like myself. I felt, just confused and So I tried not to take the medications. I had to be in some pretty significant pain for me to do that. And I actually found that over-the-counter medication worked better for me at the time because I still got relief, but without all the fogginess and confusion with it. While I was taking all those over-the-counter medications, I knew that wasn't good for me either. Now my view on health and healing has changed. When I became a doctor of chiropractic, I realized or begun to understand how powerful our healing ability truly is, and continue to develop that every day. So I have belief statements that I use to support what I do in the course of my day. One of those belief statements, I am an infinitely powerful healer. So if you are experiencing something in your life, pain, discomfort, you're healing from an injury or an illness, or have a disease, whether that's acute or chronic or some form of illness that you're experiencing, this is an excellent intention. This is an excellent affirmation. I am an infinitely powerful healer. Repeating that regularly and imagining while you're repeating, I'm an infinitely powerful healer, or I'm my most powerful healer, imagining your body literally ramping up its healing ability. That if you could imagine a dial, that where your healing ability currently is dialed into, that you can literally increase that healing ability or that healing capacity. I know when I was experiencing migraines and some years back at this point also had some knee issues um, after moving a lot of up and down stairs, carrying heavy boxes. I found myself with some issues. And when the pain would first come on and the discomfort would first come on, whether it was the migraine or the knee pain or something else, I found myself having this conversation in my head, like, oh no, not again, not more pain. Like, when is it going to change? What can I do? What's going to work? I mean, I tried everything in the kitchen sink, throwing at it, trying to get it to change, to get it to go away, to get it to resolve. From rest and elevation and ice to medications to massage and chiropractic and acupuncture and PT. And yeah, I was doing everything that I could possibly think of that could help take care of these things with maybe a little bit relief, but not sustainable relief. It was when I started to have a conversation with myself and with my body about my healing ability that things really started to change. Now, I say that chiropractic, acupuncture, massage, PT, all of those helped to some degree or another, especially with the migraines. The chiropractic was instrumental in my life to go from daily migraines to not having migraines anymore. Since resolving that, now I look at healing in a more expanded way, I would say. Not looking at healing as only physical, but emotional and mental and spiritual as well, and being able to do healing or experience healing without necessarily having to have physical intervention. Now, does it look the same way for everybody? Absolutely not. Sometimes when I'm working with people, we may do some energetic healing and that resolves an issue. And in other cases, I may recommend a chiropractor. I may recommend acupuncture or massage or things like that. It's not to say that the energetic healing alone couldn't work. Um, what I find when there's a combination of other forms of healing that come together is that we can support the healing in a more expanded way, in a way that will result with healing happening easier, more efficiently, and with less pain and discomfort, is the way I would describe it. But I'm sharing this with you because we do have an ability to heal. Anything our body creates, it has the ability to heal. So, for instance, my migraines, my body created it. The decisions I made, how I was living my life, what I was putting into my body, the alignment of my body, what I felt physically, emotionally about myself, the things I talked to myself about, all of those things, everything that I was doing and thinking and believing and experiencing and being contributed to me having migraine headaches. So I essentially created it. This is my opinion and my view at this point. Well, anything my body creates, my being creates, we have the ability to heal. And it has. I have not had migraine headaches in, I don't even know at this point. It's been well over a decade, probably getting closer to 2 decades at this point. So know that if you're experiencing something with your health, with your well-being, there is an ability within you to support yourself into healing yourself, or certainly healing aspects of yourself. And a lot of that starts with how we view healing. So again, going back to that intention or affirmation, you can use it as both. I am my most powerful healer. I am my most powerful healer. And repeating that to yourself on a regular basis, in some cases, numerous times a day. When, with my more recent, though it's been a couple of years now, my most recent knee pain, every time I experienced pain, I would remind myself that my body had the ability to heal it. And I would acknowledge that my body had the ability to heal it. And I would ask my knee what it wanted me to do and how could I best support healing the knee pain and the knee issues that I was experiencing. And then respond to it. So again, if you're here or you see this at a later point, if you've got questions or comments, feel free to post them. If you are here, say hello so I know that you're here. And we're talking about our ability to heal today. And I know on some level, especially if you've been experiencing some health issue, chronic health issue, some of the times something I am saying might get you frustrated, it might get you angry. You might not like what I'm saying, and I get that. This has been my experience, and that's what I'm sharing. And this is what I've helped other people to move through. So if there's aspects that I'm saying that you can hear and that resonate, and that you're willing to try, I absolutely recommend those. And if there's things that I'm saying that have you feeling angry or upset, I am more than willing to, you can post comments or questions below, or we could, or you can send those to me privately as well, and we can check in and address some of those things. Because I know this can be a hot button topic at times. And I'm sure there was a point in my past that if somebody said, well, I was creating like those daily migraines, I would have been like, what the hell are you talking about? I absolutely do not want to be experiencing this, so I can't imagine how I'd be creating it. Now, with what I have come to know, I know I was instrumental in creating that. For me, migraines were tied to me not being myself and not showing up as myself, and not being flexible in supporting myself. So I just share that with you as my experience. Let me see, is there anything else I'm being called to do today? I guess Friday afternoon, hopefully people are getting off of work and going to have fun, and that's why I don't have questions or comments popping up today. Let me see, is there anything else I'm being called to do today? No. Okay, so if you're watching this video at a later time, feel free to ask your questions or comments. You want to know more about the work that I do, you can ask in the comments or send me a private message. And I know Debbie is interested in learning more about the Intuitive Confidence course. If anybody else is too, you can send me a message or comment below intuition, and I will get those details to you. Because this is a limited time offer for 50% off of the course. And as I mentioned, using my intuition has been a game changer for me. So I want everybody to be able to experience it. All right. I wishing everybody a happy Friday, sending health and love and ease in your transformation until we connect again. Love to y'all. Bye.